One of the commonest questions that we are asked is it okay for my child to be bored? I think that question can be answered on two levels. How old is your child and what are they used to getting? So it really depends on the developmental age of your child. A baby under the age of 12 months is unable to self-stimulate, to seek out stimulation, and so they require a little more input than you would for a 2-year-old, for example. Often we don't want mums to neglect babies or ignore them. Babies are considered sponges that sap up any information and stimulation. But the reverse of that could also be problematic. If a child is overstimulated when they're very young, as they progress through their developmental stages, they find themselves unable to self-regulate without there being constant external stimulation. So if a child is about 2 or 3, and the question is it okay for my child to be bored? The short answer would be yes. What does it mean to be bored? It means that you're not watching TV, you don't have an iPad or some technological device to provide you with stimulation. There are no books, there are no loud musical interludes, there's no external stimulation. And so if we think about it, what would you do if you were bored? You would think. You would allow your imagination to run free. You would try and problem solve. You'd focus attention. You'd look at detail. And all of this is essential to a developing brain, especially from the ages of 2, 3, 4, late toddlerhood and going into school. Children need to be able to sit quietly, they need to regulate, and they need to busy themselves. None of this requires an intrusive parent providing constant stimulation. And while it might seem like you are understimulating or not providing enough, what it is actually teaching is self-reliance. And self-reliance is one of the building blocks to good emotional regulation later in life.